So you want to make some extra money flipping furniture. Maybe pay some bills, maybe have some extra pocket cash, but you don't really know where to begin with pricing. Pricing can be really complicated. Before I say anything else though, I am not a financial advisor. This is a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I am, this is just from my experience. I just want to share what I do and what's helped me along my way. You do not by any means have to follow this. It's just an idea. It's just what I do. So I'm sharing. So anyway, pricing can be really complicated, especially when you start asking others what they're pricing their furniture at. Pricing is not a one size fits all. It's not. There's factors to consider, like your style, your goals, your experience, your location, like a lot of things to think about. When I first started flipping furniture, it was all about the money at the time. Me and my daughter and my husband were living in a super tiny 1-bedroom condo in the city, and we were saving for a house. So before I even started painting furniture, I was flipping stuff like clothes, toys, small appliances, anything that was in good condition that I could get my hands on. I was flipping it on Facebook Marketplace. And that was in like 2015. So that was a whole year while we were saving for our home. When we finally bought our house, the previous owner left like 3 pieces of furniture here, and we were broke, like broke. We put everything into buying the house and then, giving the major, we had to fix some major things. So we were broke for a little while. And I thought, instead of buying a new dresser, because I had sold everything at the condo, I mean everything, like our couch, all of it. So instead of buying new furniture, I thought, well, I'll just paint this and make it look beautiful and updated. So I went on Pinterest and I went on Facebook and I joined the groups and I learned how to paint furniture. Once I started painting, I couldn't stop. It was like addicting. It was so fun. Everything looked really great. And then I started telling myself after like a couple months, you know what, you could do better than this. Like, because I was learning more online and stuff like that. And I was like, so I decided to put those dressers up on Facebook Marketplace. And to my surprise, everything sold immediately. Now I only put them up for $100 because I thought, who the heck is gonna wanna buy something I painted, But it's a dresser and it's nice and it looks really good. People were like, women were bidding against each other and I was completely blown away. Like I was so excited and I thought, this is it. This is how I can make extra money. I mean, I was working full time at my regular job and I was like, this is so fun. I could do this for a hobby on the side. I started going to the thrift stores. I started looking on the side of the road, so many pieces for free from friends and family. Every couple of months I would put it on my Facebook, my personal page. Hey, anybody getting rid of anything, any furniture? I'll come and take it off your hands for you. So it was amazing. I did this as a side hustle for about 4 years before I went full time. And I'll tell you, the first year was the trickiest. I needed to build my inventory of paint and tools and all the goodies that come with, the waxes, and just the more you learn, the more you want to buy. That can be really tricky and overwhelming, especially if you don't have some kind of budget strategy in place. And there were times where I wasn't even sure if I was making any profit because I kept buying and buying all the goodies. I turned to Facebook groups and I started listening to people that I never met, that I had no idea where they lived. And I started listening to what they were talking about and how they were pricing their furniture, which was a terrible idea because not only could I not sell anything anymore, but I was started to feel insecure because my stuff wasn't selling for those prices. I started to feel like maybe my stuff just isn't good enough. Why are they selling their stuff for $600 to $800 and mine is only going for $200 to $400? It's not a one size fits all deal. So that went on for months and I really struggled with that and listening to all the noise. I've learned to definitely block that out everyone's market is completely different, and that's okay. You have to price with what works for you in your area. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that maybe somebody in a low income area can sell their stuff at high prices. You can build an online following, you can build your social media, then you can sell on Etsy or, you know, an e-commerce store, maybe start a Shopify, but you have to do all the shipping and you have to do all the staging your photos, you know, everything has to be very high quality. So there's a lot that goes into that too. You can open a booth or a brick and mortar where people like painted furniture. Now that's the thing. So many factors go into this that nobody can tell you what you should be pricing your furniture at, because you can go to the highest end neighborhood with the booth. And guess what? Those high-end neighborhoods, they don't mind spending money at the specialty furniture stores. You know, maybe they don't like painted furniture. So it's really, really tricky. And it can get confusing and overwhelming. And I just wanted to always keep it simple, and I didn't want the fun to ever be taken out of it. So I personally found other ways to make money. I make enough money flipping furniture that's still pocket money, but I could never have quit working my job and went full-time into furniture flipping without having extra streams of income. And that's what I do now, like YouTube, affiliate links, ad revenue, brand deals, stuff like that. This is my full-time job. There are ways to figure this out, but to say everybody can price their furniture high, it doesn't work. It just doesn't. Okay, so I don't wanna stress over all of that stuff. You know, I just wanted it, like I said, I want it to be fun. I wanna just paint and have fun and make some money doing it. So that's why I always followed just a super simple budget strategy. It's the income and expense plan. Now, most people do this, well, a lot of people do this even just for their homes, for their bills and utilities and everything. So, you know, this is nothing new. It's not magic. It's just what has helped guide me through my flipping furniture journey. I just used a notebook for the longest time for my income and expense thing. And for the sake of this video, I did a printout on Canva. I have it right here. I'm gonna leave a link in the description box. If you want to purchase a digital download, it's $1.99, but you don't have to by any means. You can make your own on Canva or just use a notebook because it's super simple that way. But I wanna show you how I have it all written out. I always start with my goal first. Let's say you are flipping furniture because you're retired and you just wanna make some extra pocket cash, right? You wanna make $500 a month, or holiday money, $500 a month. You want to pay your utilities, maybe they're $1,200 a month. So whatever your goals are, let's do the $500 for holidays. When you start with the end in mind, you will always stay on track. So of course I'm gonna fill in the month. We got November. All right, and then we're gonna go straight to expenses. Let's say you buy a primer and you buy 2 cans of paint, and I'll buy a sealer. Ooh, and a piece of furniture. So let's say we just spent $80. Which is kind of a lot, right? It's a lot to begin with. So we're gonna put it under the expense. We'll say Home Depot supplies, and then we're gonna write $80. So now you probably got a piece of furniture at home that you could also paint and flip. That's just been sitting there. Maybe it's a side table. You're like, I could paint that, or a dresser, or whatever it is. Use that. Get a free piece too. If you could ask your family, hey, anybody got anything they don't want anymore? I'd like to, you know, practice painting my furniture. Do that. Go on garbage day, I'm telling you, start with 2 free pieces, pay for 1, or if you can get at the thrift store your stuff for less than $20, I do not pay more than $40 unless it's for like a special project. I'll haggle and negotiate people on Facebook Marketplace. Now you got 3 pieces and you have some supplies. So sell your first piece, say you sell it for $280. You just made $200. So now you wanna buy a little bit more paint. You can buy a $26 paint, you just made a little profit. So let's say $30 for a little bit more paint for your other 2 projects. and we're using the same primer and the same sealer that we just bought. So now our total expense for the month is over here at $110. We have 2 other pieces that we need to sell. So say you have, the other piece is just a tiny table. You know, maybe you're gonna sell it for 150 bucks. We have 1 piece of furniture left. Say you wanna sell that for 300 bucks. It's another dresser. Why not get 300 bucks for it? If you can't, maybe you're gonna get 200 bucks for it. You know that you're not overspending on your supplies. So let's just say you sold it for 300 bucks. So now where are we at? $730. So let's write our total income for the month was $730. Now you can do this with any kind of budget. I even add my YouTube, my ad revenue, all that kind of stuff, my affiliates, I put them all in as my total as my income. And then at the end of the month, I get to see what my profit was. So then we're gonna take our total income and we're gonna subtract our expenses, and we are at $620 in profit. That is even more than our goal. So we exceeded our goal this month, and that was super simple. It actually becomes like a game, and there's tons of different ways that you can do it. Or, you know, you just have the freedom now to decide what you want to price your stuff at. You will start to see things much clearer, and you'll be able to work more efficiently towards your goals. I personally just don't want to stress about every ounce of paint I use or every hour that I spend on a piece. If you love what you do, it's like, what is that? There's a saying, if you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. It's true. It doesn't even feel like work for me. This is fun. And that's how I get to paint and have fun and not really care so much about, you know, I have to make this money. There's no stress. It's just, I hit my goals and I'm a happy girl. And don't forget, I'm gonna leave that digital download in the description box below. I'll leave some directions on, you know, it's something you would print out if you want it. If not, no biggie. Try a notebook. But this is really helpful, and I'm curious if anybody tries it. Let me know what you think. I will see you guys next time. And feel free to watch this makeover right here. This is the Lilac makeover that I absolutely love. So relax and enjoy the makeover. Bye.